Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing another CH2 replay. This replay was submitted by Whitehot. Thank you Whitehot for submitting this replay. But that being said, this video has been sponsored by StimPack. Thank you StimPack for sponsoring Greyshot Productions. Yes, Greyshot Productions has a sponsor. I know, it's shocking. But in any case, it's with a beef jerky company. Also shocking. Yeah, so I don't eat too much beef jerky, but I will say, when I tried out their jerky, the peppered and normal were fantastic. Teriyaki was okay, but the fact you got me with 2 of the 3 flavors, I'm like, okay, good job. Good job, StimPacks. But how does this relate to you? Well, it's simple. If you go to the link on your screen, punch in Greyshot, and you'll be able to get 20% off your order. Their beef jerky is really good, and I highly recommend at least checking it out and trying it for yourself. Or at least, you know, having a snack while you game, because some COH2 matches can last over an hour. And goddamn, sometimes you need a snack to re-energize yourself. But yeah, if you do want to check them out, I highly recommend go check out StimPacks and maybe pick up an order. And if you want to try each one, you can. They have a variety pack you can get. But in any case, let's get to the game, shall we? Riflemen fighting some Grenadiers. The Grenadiers realizing, we should have probably ran away. Yeah, they just got mowed down. MG opening fire on them. Very nice. Again, they're in heavy cover, so they can return. LOL BS. Wait, what? Oh, the penal troops got beaten back. Well, you know, Stern Pioneer squads do better close range, so they will kick your butt all the way back. Just pointing that out there, you know, because I feel like a lot of people are like, man, why does this unit suck? It's like, yeah, you have a close-range unit fighting a long-range unit. The close-range unit's going to win. In any case, slow motion went partisan tactics. Once again, thank you, Whitehot, for submitting this replay. And we have a 2v2. We have a Vermont and OKW versus a American and Soviet player. Let's double-check all this. And we can see here that the Axis have a small advantage, but we'll see for how long. Now, Whitehot, again, going with the Pershing, and they also have the Rangers, one not for close ranges, some smoke to get through, you know, machine gun nests, stuff like that. But it looks like Punish Venom Nero, also great name, and Shrek, god damn it. Anyway, it looks like, I'm just going to call him Nero. Nero has confirmed some doctrine, so expect a lot of anti-infantry tactics. Also, precision bomb strike, that's actually pretty damn good, even versus armor. So we'll see how well that goes. Overall, this would actually be pretty good against the overwhelming infantry that looks like slow motion is going to be deploying with partisans. This map doesn't have a ton of, like, buildings they can get it into. There's, like, small little areas that there are, like, groups. But if the enemy puts down mines or something, that could be very bad for them. Anyway, partisans being deployed to help take it. I love the Volk squad's like, yeah, we're just going to get in the building. You do know that they have... Okay, never mind. They will have access to fragmentation bombs shortly. But the problem is, even though these guys are pretty powerful, they suck defensively. So, yeah, they're going to be torn apart by just normal machine gun fire and rifle fire. The problem is, penal troops coming in to support on both angles. The Volk squad can't really focus on them. They focus on everyone, and they're going to pull back. Yeah. Meanwhile, we have more squads in the middle with a Stern Pioneer squad moving up with a flamethrower. That should push them back, though the mine could cause some serious damage to the Stern Pioneer squad. This is when you move your Rifleman squad. Not Rifleman, sorry, Engineer squad. Jesus Christ. Did I almost say Christ? Holy mackerel. Anyway, yeah, Stern Pioneers, they're good, but you need something close to gap with absolutely no cover. It's essentially like, was it Pickett's charge in Gettysburg? Where it's like, yeah, let's go straight up the middle. Sir, there's no cover there. It's fine. Sir, all of our troops aren't meant to, you know, they can't fight for a very long time. They're going to get slaughtered. That's how Stern Pioneers feel. They have to get very close, but they can be just lit upon by the conscripts and engineer squad from afar, slowly picking them off. Though that being said, if you have a larger group, as shown here, that kind of cuts that down. They can overwhelm the enemy, especially an unprepared enemy. Whitehot deciding, yeah, I'm just going to focus on my efforts over here, even though his territory has yet to be taken. Whitehot, what are you doing? And, yeah, he needs to connect all this territory. Also, if he thinks this rear echelon squad is going to hold back all this, he is sadly mistaken. I would fully expect Shrek to just, well, how do I put this in the best way possible? Just fire a rifle grenade and kill it, if he doesn't just move up and just murder it with the Grenadier squads. Which, by the way, pretty much a majority of them have MG42s already. So, oh yeah, just retreat the rear echelon squad. Good idea. Yeah, he has a good assault group and should be able to counteract the enemy. So, very nice job with him. Rifleman pushing on up. Most likely to try to grab the point. Should probably grab the point on the left. I'm, once again, surprised you aren't doing that. But, whatever the case. Volk squad's pushing up and taking the mid end or the far right. We'll see how well that goes. Again, you did get detonated by the mine, but with that medical right there, it's like, okay, just walk back, get some more men. Rifleman at least trying to call off the territory while the Germans take it. Rifle grenade being fired. Nice shot on the American rifleman. And the Grenadiers are like, cool, we pushed them back. We saved our point from being decaptured. Good job. Rifleman, another squad, though, moving on up. Again, I don't think this is a good idea. These Grenadiers stole it. Oh, never mind, they're out of cover. I don't know why they're out of cover, but they should really move to the fence. But, okay. That's the thing, I do wish Relic has, or would activate an automatic thing where it's like, if they're right next to cover, I mean like this, they would just move up. Because they're literally right there. But, I don't know. I feel like people might be up at arms, and I think it's maybe a feature that you could turn on and off, maybe, I don't know. But I know a lot of people in competitive, it's like, well, it's not fair. It's for competitive sake. Well, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. But again, I'm not a developer. I don't know the technical ins and outs and the repercussions of doing a system like that. So, anyway, Grenadiers moving on and pushing the Allies back. Captain moving up, but it's basically good close range. It'll do fine against the Volk squads, but the Volk squads are like, yeah, we're going back to the medical to heal. Yeah. We're not going to deal with we're not going to deal with the American infantry. The Grenadiers will deal with that. And to be fair, they are dealing with it. They're getting a lot of kills in the first few minutes of the match with all this. The Americans are being pushed back. Nice rifle grenade. And I think the penal troops are going to die. Will they survive? Oh, very close to dying. Captain holding his ground, but with support gun fire, his days are numbered. Lots of Grenadiers now. Holy mackerel. Anyway, American forces got pushed back. I'm assuming a counterattack is in order. But that being said, what could he deploy? Does he have bars, bazookas, etc.? Well, he doesn't have the LMG, but he could get himself a, bar. But the problem is he doesn't have the upgrade for it. So it looks like we're just going to go standard riflemen versus upgraded Grenadiers. Typically, the Grenadiers would win, but that being said, they are lower on health, so that could be an issue. So we'll see how that plays out. Volk squads on the left pushing back the Soviets. And looks like the Soviet guy is relying more on partisans now. He's deploying a few more. I'm assuming more. Nope. He's deploying a pretty much for our light armor building. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can see maybe a T-70 being effective, or maybe a half-track, just because they have no AT. They have so just long-range fire, just shredding the infantry could do wonders for you, especially as the Axis continue to push the Allies back. Right now, resource-wise, they're doing pretty well. They have a ton of munitions and fuel. Plus, population-wise, it's still even, but that extra resources will help them get that edge. Support gun open fire. Once again, I find this weird. Why do you have the riflemen staying back, but the rear echelon squad moving up? You figure you want to move the riflemen up and keep your echelon squad capture the point. Okay, that's... Huh. Very curious about that. Anyway, rear echelon squad's like, I'm sorry. We'll take out the support gun. And the Volk squads are like, no, you're not. And they're coming over to kill him. Grenadiers moving on in. Just a large, good old blob. And again, there are different. There's a smart blob and a dumb blob. This guy, again, because he's grouping them all together, is a dumb blob. You can see there, he moved them all at once. In my opinion, that's a dumb blob. Him microing individual units, that's a smart blob. And a blob itself is something that is a bunch of units in close proximity to each other. Anyway, riflemen moving up. We have a fighting position. We have a lot of Soviets now coming in as well. They're going to try to hold back the Germans. Hold! Hold the line! Oh. Actually, that wasn't a bad hit. It didn't kill a lot of men, but definitely hurt them. So, very nice to see. Anyway, American forces, after pushing back the Grenadiers, they could very effectively counter and push the Grenadiers back. So, like the few remnants. And with this large group, especially with penals taking out large, like, emplacements or something, Rangers close range, they could effectively push the Germans back. But the Germans do have a counter. And once that counter, okay, it's not a blitz truck, but Shrek did get it to get more resources for himself. So you can see here, it's actually just adding another point on top. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. But if he can, oh, how do I say this nicely? If he can move up his forces, combine that with the Shrek, they might be able to cause enough damage to dislodge the Allies. Also, I see mines here. If the Allies are placing mines, again, fantastic, because they would stop the Germans from advancing. Or maybe stop armor. That being said, for armor, slow motion's the first one with actual armored unit, which is a bit surprising. Usually you want... Okay, and this is how I typically go. You want to talk with your ally and figure out who's going light armor and who's going more heavier armor. Oh, shoot. Looks like a squad get taken out by a grenade. Damn. In any case, the reason I say this is actually really simple. The reason you do that is because that way you don't have a time period in which the enemy has armor and you don't. You always want someone with armor. Coming down Main Street, probably not the smartest idea, by the way. All in a big, giant group on negative cover. T-70 rolling in. Oh, God. Headquarters building's right there. T-70 realized that he could open fire and neutralize that pretty quickly. But he's just staying on the peripheral, so he can't see it. Grenadiers moving on in. I don't think there's enough forces over here. They're going to need some more men on the front. Conscripts, penals, everybody move on up. T-70, I think, realizes, oh, God, there's a Panzer headquarters building going down. Maybe we can kill that. It's going to be close. It's going to be very goddamn close. But that being said, we have a lot of stuff coming in. That building's almost dead. Let's see. Oh, it's half dead. Nice. Yeah, but yeah, that thing had to pull back because otherwise it was going to be mass Panzerfausted by so many different units. I think one maybe got off. Oh my God, the mines. Oh, the mines. Thank you. Thank you for all the mines. It's going to be good. Anyway, support gun opening fire. Stern Pioneers healing from the building. This can also protect this location as well. So the Allies could have trouble, advancing from the spot. They have a fighting position right here to hold back the Axis for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts with support guns opening fire. If I was them, I wouldn't even get the upgrade. Because it's about to die. They have another fighting position over here, so good for them. And they are still cutting off the Axis. But we'll see for how long that happens. But at least for the time being, they can get a lot of fuel and resources, which it's something the Allies do need. I would say munitions more than fuel. But yeah, it definitely is. Having both is not a bad thing. We have Verkenwerfer being deployed. Shrek has really not gone anything. Maybe he just doesn't have the fuel or not really focusing on it, but you figure he would try to get some armor out. Looks like Venom is just rushing for that Panzer headquarters to try to get something, but it's going to be like 10 minutes before he's going to be able to get like a Panther, which is a lot of time that the Axis really don't want for the Allies to begin those resources either. So it looks like they pushed up to try to knock out that point, but the mines kind of slowed them down. They are decapping the point over here, which they would get. T-70 though moving up. Still has Panzerfaust though. Can open fire. Come on. No, we're not gonna fire on the okay. Never mind, they're not gonna get the fuel. Cool. Anyway, Grenadier squad's opening fire. Any case, Riflemen pretty much looks like preparing for a counterattack. They might have to drop some smoke. The best thing to do would be get the rear echelon squad and use the smoke ability. Oh, you don't even have grenades. You need the grenade ability, the grenade package. Then you can drop smoke here and then take the point. Also, you can do the same thing over here with this building. Drop smoke and then advance with your Rangers and Riflemen. A lot of people forget about the smoke ability for the rear echelon squads. But yeah, that's where the smoke ability went after being removed from the Riflemen. And it is really good because, again, that way you can advance through all the MGs that the Germans love to place. So, in any case, looks like the Allies are taking over some key points. Again, they are hemorrhaging a little bit points-wise. So, yeah, the Germans may be losing in terms of resources right now, where they were, until they got that point back. Now they're like, oh, we're fine. But yeah, so also them holding this point is cutting off the Allies of their resources, which is definitely helping them for the time being. Now, let's see. We have a squad moving up in with a captain. Again, move the heavy cover. I see heavy cover right there, and I'm like, you can get the heavy cover and just start mowing him down. I know the captain is a little bit better close range, but still, we at least wouldn't take so much fire. 2 Grenadier squads moving on in, and yeah, but that's going to be enough to push this captain back. There's no other support coming in. He's just going to be pushed back. Grenadier squad survives, but just barely. Okay, finally, we have a Panzer IV. So, glad it came in off that weird. This is a weird location to come in, right between the bunker. Surprised stuff isn't getting stuck. More, I should say. It is really getting stuck right there. But in any case, Panzer IV moving on in. We have Sherman on the Allied side. Not a lot of AT with White Hod. Slow motion, also not a ton. He could get penal troops with PTRS rifles. But that being said, that would require a bit of munitions. And yeah, he has that, but I don't. But we'll see if he actually uses it for it. Because that would essentially deplete his munition resources. Panzer IV trying to hunt down that penal troop, trying to get him for the kill. Oh, they got the kill. Good for them. We have, we have no AT grenades. So really, the Allies are just down on. They have nothing. They're just gonna send men in, just be like, yeah, we'll fight it. Maybe throw an AT grenade, but it's not gonna wait. No, bazooka open fire. That's just enough with the AT grenade to knock out its engine. Okay. Good. Very nice. Panzer IV slowly pulling back. With a Sherman now being deployed. If I was him, I would get near this headquarters building. You need something over here. Bazooka is still opening fire. Rangers coming up behind. Panzer IV looks like it overextended with no support. And without its main gun, it's going to die. For Ken Warford just hanging out over here instead of coming to help his ally. But yeah, him actually falling back over here might have been better because then the headquarters building would open fire. And that could have taken out the Sherman, or at least helped to take out the Sherman. So that's a big loss for the Axis, because again, now the Allies have armor and the Axis do not. So that's going to put the Axis more on the defense than the offense. Any case, if we look on the right, we see all these Volk squads just tearing apart these munition caches. Fuel cache, not munitions. You can see here it's adding more fuel. But yeah, if they can kill that, that'll be 250 munitions. Sorry, manpower down the drain. Wow, need more sleep. Any case, knocking out the cache also would be very helpful. They are taking over this point as well, so it'll at least give the Axis a little more resources. For how long, I don't know. They do also need to capture this territory, which I like how White Hot's like, yeah, you're not getting this point. I'm going to hold this point for as long as I freaking can so you can't get the resources. Anyway, they knocked out the cache, but they instantly retreat once they realized there's too many units in the vicinity. So yeah, right now oh, here come all the Grenadiers in one giant blob again. And there goes Rifleman Squad. Oh boy. He did get the upgrade to get bars and bazookas, so good for him. He'll finally get that upgrade. White Hot, you also get the upgrade for grenades. You did not. Okay. So Sherman opening fire. Open fire, men. But that being said, they expect the mass cancer faster. Was that deflection? No, I think it did a little bit of damage. Because I think it did. Sherman opening fire, I think using explosive shots to do more damage against the Grenadiers. T-70 coming up to engage. We have a mortar as well, playing backup, along with some AT in the fighting position over here. So it looks, again, they're trying desperately to hold on to these points, because they know as long as they do that, the bigger stink it causes for the Axis. So nice job. Nice job, Allies, on that. Playing to the map's advantage for your side. Again, I'm not saying you don't see that, but it's very rare you see a person like fully commit to locking down a piece of territory and will honestly defend it. Because I know the only other place I can think of would be the island in that terrible, terrible map that was made by a mod. Was it Montergus region? I think it was, where you could literally hide up in a place with fuel. Oh my god, that was terrible. But those are like a small section of the map where if you control that, you literally could change the course of the game. This is pretty impactful too, because once again, you're cutting off a lot of the resources. So, in any case, a lot of Grenadier squads, barely alive. T-70 tried to pick them off. Not bad, because, oh, Jesus Christ. Shrek just lost half his front army. And he might lose more. He probably will lose more. Double, Stug is probably going to knock that thing out, but it doesn't matter. T-71. T-71, he killed 3 Grenadier squads. That's worth it. Now this guy is down pretty hard. Slow motion's also down. You can see here he doesn't have that much of a fighting force. And yeah, he has a Katusha that got a couple good hits in, but that's about it. The problem with partisans is they're very easy to kill. A lot of people use them for more hit and run. Spawn to die. Yeah, pretty much. again, they're very, very weak defensively. They can do a lot of damage, but they're glass cannons. So you really have to watch out with them. And a lot of people will use them kind of like just sacrificing them like suicidal units. The best example would be the partisan AT groups. They'll deploy behind a building to kill a Panzer IV or a Tiger that's healing or very low on health that they know they can knock out. Just fire that extra shot or throw that AT grenade to neutralize it. That's what a lot of people do. Oh, nice hit. Oh, 2 units down. Oh, what? Once again, slow motion can't catch a break. At least he's getting an Su-85, which should counteract. We have a Jagdpanzer being deployed. Sherman could just go around, but the Stug is also covering the Jagdpanzers, so that should stop that from happening. Fire! Oh, nope, just barely out of range. Good job, Sherman. Oh, misses the target. Damage engine. And it's dead. Good shot. Good shot. I thought I almost used a special, but no, he has to be vet 1 to use a special to knock out something like that. Maybe he hit a mine that was back here. The American mine. I think the Americans placed some mines back there, so that's a possibility. Anyway, Jagdpanzer looks like got hit by something. I'm assuming an AT grenade. Yep. And he's going to have to pull back. Now, unfortunately, you don't have a mechanized building, but he does still have the Stern Pioneer Squad, so he can heal the Jagdpanzers pretty quick. Was it? Let me double check. Survivability. Under fire. Wait. Construct objects faster. Which one's repair? There we go. Mechanical structure expertise unlocks the squad to construct and repair objects faster. Yeah, so Vet 3, he'll get that. So that definitely helps him trying to, you know, get some armor back to full health as soon as possible. What the heck was that? Maybe... Anyway, Grenadier Squad, nice rifle grenade pushing back the captain. Yeah, so the Allies definitely took some hits there and are going to have to fall back a little bit. Germans pushing on up, trying to recapture some territory on the left. He deployed an engineer squad, the flamethrower, to take over the fuel, but alas, he's not going to get it because the point's now decapped. Conscripts firing from afar. Again, that's good because, once again, the rifles are better for medium to longer ranges. These weapons are good medium to close range, so yeah, they're going to have to get close. Now we have a grenade going off. Again, with the upgrade, they actually have grenades now, but alas, not doing a ton of damage. The Jagdpanzer are going really far ahead. Su-85 actually kind of curious. Oh, there he is. I was like going to say, because usually an Su-85 will use its range to its advantage. The Jagdpanzer, it's good for like sneak assaults, not really direct assaults, just because of its like camouflage ability and whatnot. Looks like an finally, the AT gun, the 23 minute mark for the Allies, just to hold the mid. And to be fair, the American AT gun is a wide, you can see here, very good in terms of just overall arc. Like, it can cover a wide swath of territory, and especially if you have 2 of them, oh boy, they'll hold back a lot of armor, which is very nice. And then you can activate this, which makes them even fire farther, which is the thing I love. And then, of course, you got special armor-piercing rounds that they can fire, so it looks like they're trying to do that against the Stug, and it looks like he's missed 2 shots, so maybe that American crew is drunk, I'm not entirely sure. Hey! Oh my god, I see 3 Stugs and... Oh, why am I saying that Russian? Oh my god. Bob. There's 3 Stugs and 4 Panzer, Jagdpanzers. There's so many. And the other guy's like, what are you talking about? There's only 1 of each. It's like, no, I see them. They're swarming. They're going to get us. How much morphine have you been taking? All of it. But, yeah, so... In any case, looks like we have some American forces moving on up. They could grab some of this equipment lying around, like the howitzers, the mortar. They could do that. And again, you could probably, if you wanted to be a real cheapskate, you could do a rear echelon squad. And you could do so in that capacity to get them remanded quicker. Because again, if you want it, that way you're not wasting American riflemen and then not upgrade for them if they get hit. Headquarters building opening fire. Looks like we had some damage over here. Most likely Katusha opening fire, but looks like it's been healed in the meantime. Grenadiers back in action. Not as vetted as the previous group was, but hey, they're still trying. Moving on up. Now, okay, this guy's deploying all the trucks, so he's getting a lot more resources now. And remember, those trucks don't count toward pop cap, which I think is kind of stupid. I think just 2 pop cap per would be more than enough, but I feel like they should if they're going to be on the field. Again, that way you get more resources, but you have a smaller army. Like, even if it's by a 10% difference, I think that would be adjusted. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. That's just my stance. Anyway, Rangers moving on up against the Grenadier squad. Yeah, that truck's still back there. Yep, they're stopping the Rangers from moving up. We have a Pershing now deployed. Okay, we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully better than the Sherman. Or at least longer lasting than an SU-85 as well. Let's see, we still have a Stug, but I'm assuming he's going to get a Tiger soon just from the fuel. Punished, I don't know. I'm assuming a Panther might be his thing. Though, oh, nice shot with Stug. He did the vet 1 thing so he could disable something on the Pershing. Jagdpanzer are going in for the kill. Oh my god, he's so lucky. There's a bounce. SU-85 trying to also kill it. Conscript's moving in as well. Wow, that was a bounce as well. Okay. AT grenade going, sorry, AT gun firing. 3 bounces off the Pershing. Pershing don't give a fuck, it looks like. And it's just like, yeah, I can take everything you dish out. That's fine. That's cool. Oh, for those who are wondering why I turned the camera, it's actually quite simple. It's just to get a better scale. Like a lot of times I see them just like going around. And yes, I know people don't like sometimes when I zoom in on units, but I like to go on the detail. Like, this is a pretty good model. Yeah, sure, the game is like 5 years old at this point, but I feel like if I do this, that is a better landscape overall for like getting the scale of this battle and getting everything going than something like, I don't know, just constantly watching things with the taskbar open just up here. I don't know. It just, they're two different angles. Again, I don't try to do this angle all too much, but I do want to bring that up because I know some people brought that up in the last video. And again, if you don't like my style, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. But that being said, oh, wow. Okay, hold on. First off, great fragmentation bomb knocking out the AT gun, which certainly helps. But in any case, you certainly don't have to like it. But that being said, I would say for a majority of my CH2 videos, my like to dislike ratio is pretty large. Like, I would say I usually get between a bare minimum. I think the worst video is an 80%. That's on like more polarizing videos. And then on a typical CH2 video, my like to dislike ratio is like 90 to 95%. I'm not saying that's, again, that's not accurate. If there is a video that is messed up, people let me know. They'll dislike the video or leave comments, be like, hey, Greyshot, there's an issue. And I'll certainly address it. But I just want to point out that fact. Like, hey, even if you may not like it, it looks like the majority of my audience does enjoy it. Also, thank you guys for sticking around. I was looking through my demographics. I noticed that my average retention rate is 20%. And you can say, oh, Greyshot, that's terrible. On YouTube, that's not bad, especially for like up to an hour and 20-minute video. So people are sticking around for like 20 minutes in a video on average. I'm like, holy shit, you guys like watching replays. Thank you so much. Anyway, this poor Panzer headquarters is trying to stay alive. Luckily, the Stern Pioneer squad's healing at a good rate. And I like how he has like 2 squads, one's on standby, because he knows that the Katusha will fire on the headquarters building. He's just trying to get it operational. He has the mechanized building going out. Okay, if he's going mechanized, I'm assuming he's going to get King Tiger. I'm just pointing that out because now we have 3 different buildings out. And if I had to assume that he did that to get the King Tiger. Again, that's still like 2 minutes away, but it's not too bad. Looks like we have howitzer fire opening fire, so that also is probably causing the slow demise of this building, which is probably why we had to... Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't sorry, the fragmentation bomb go off. Try and neutralize this stuff. But luckily, he's getting so many munitions and per turn that he can just keep calling those in. Tiger tank opening fire. Try and knock out the Reichsman. Pershing going in to kill the Tiger. Great shot, I think. Something happened. The tank got a damaged engine. Tiger trying to get behind the building. Not a bad ploy. Oh, good shot. Again, using the cover to just like at least get one final shot off. The problem is that they need some armor, or sorry, AT, which is weird because you figure they would get a pack gun at this point. That's the one thing I'll say, that the Allied armor armor assaults have been really good, but the Germans have been kind of bad or unsupporting, which has been really weird. And you can see the difference between a well-supported group with riflemen and additional armor and AT guns versus like one lone armored unit being deployed. Yeah, sure, you could say the T-70 did that, but the T-70 was like literally a sacrificial lamb for knocking out the like 3 grenadier squads. Which, by the way, that would add up to, oh, I don't know, like 720 manpower that the enemy lost, while your T-70 cost 260. Yeah, that's a pretty freaking good trade. Anyway, grenadiers on hanging out. Looks like the Panzerfaust wasn't enough to knock out its engine. Although this one will be. There we go. Grenadiers have to pull back. Oh, we have a strike coming in. Frag bomb inbound. Problem though. Hold on. That'll do a bit for armor, especially the T-34, the 76 variant, because its armor's pretty bad. Like, it's probably the lightest armor out of any medium tank in the game, I would probably say, because it can be killed very easily by a lot of different things. But fragmentation bomb doesn't necessarily do a lot against armor in general. Finally, we have 2 for canwoofers on standby. I know this one's vet too, but I mean like actual like a proper AT defense. Though we should probably camouflage them so they're not seen and Greyshot doesn't open fire on them, or you know, howitzer fire and other stuff. Howitzers opening fire. Looks like they finally killed the headquarters building. But that being said, punished Venom Nero is getting that king I mentioned about earlier. I'm assuming we have a direct strike coming in somewhere. Yep, right over here. Howitzer's like, yeah, I'm gonna pull back. Oh god. I don't think they pull back in time. Just going on a limb, I don't think they pull back in time. King Tiger though pushing back the Sherman. AT guns should. Oh boy. We have. I like how we have the AT guns both staring each other down range. But you can see like the arc of each one. Like these AT guns, they definitely have a wider arc. These ones are more for hit and run. Like I said, kind of like thinking with the Jagdpanzer's tactics, while these ones are more for just defensive coverage of like a larger swath of territory. Even more offensive play would probably be what these AT guns are good for. Because they have such a wide range, you can move them up and they'll cover such a wide area. They'll help with an offensive in certain areas and just pushing into locations. Especially with like the take aim and stuff like that, they can hit so far you can slowly creep them up just to keep doing damage. Katusha firing point blank on the King Tiger. Interesting. Most of the shots are missing. Do we get any direct hits? Nope. Su-85 getting neutralized. Grenadiers pushing on up. It looks like we have a lot of Panzer Grenadiers too. I wonder if he's going to get Panzer Strikes with them. That would be pretty good. T-34 just helping to clear out some territory. And yeah, the Allies may not be in the best scenario, I would say. Like, again, right now they are being pushed quite a bit, and it looks like they're about to lose a lot of different resources and equipment. Again, both AT guns are now dead, T-34 is gone, but they still are they're now getting a lot more resources, so that should help them at least get some better stuff coming out. Again, we'll see what happens. Captain moving up. Verkan, first, you need to retreat now before you die. Grenadier squad's moving up. We have another Grenadier squad over here. Field troops opening fire on the support gun, neutralizing it. King Tiger slowly being healed. This is where the Sturm Pioneers become handy. Alas, it looks like you lost your Vet 4-1, which is very, very sad. But again, I'm assuming they died while trying to heal this Panzer headquarters. We have a strafing support coming in, which, wow, first time I actually saw that this game. Okay. If you don't know, if there's anything in those, like, 2 red lines that comes in, they strafe it. So, like, this infantry, if they move up and is seen by the Grenadier squad, will be strafed and slowed. I love the American soldier, like, I'll hit it with the 50 cal machine gun. Yeah, good luck with that. We have another strafe coming in, assuming over here. Nope. It actually hit the Sherman for some damn reason. All right, not going to do all that much, if anything, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Strafe coming in, I'm assuming over here. No, it's just still flying around. How much does this thing cost? 150. Holy crap, it's not done much. Oh, wow. Plane just crashed into a T-34. Okay, maybe relative to the stealth patch for the plane to start hitting units. God damn, I had a plane crash into my sniper. I'm like, wow, I haven't had a moment like that in CH2 in quite some time. But, yeah, the RNG gods were not pleased. In any case, Verkan Warfare's opening fire on the Sherman. Wow, good shot on the one Verkan Warfare. That was a Vet 2. In case you're wondering, Vet 2. Targeting rate of fire. and camouflage. I think 3 survivability. No, armor penetration. Is 4 survivability? Mobility. And what's 5? Wow, none of them is survivability. Okay. But in any case, yeah, losing a vet to Verkenwerfer, definitely annoying. King Tiger could deploy itself to help, but he's not doing so for whatever reason right now. Come on, there we go. Finally. Also, we have I love this, a fighting position over here, which will stop any Axis forces from capturing that territory. They're going to need some armor to come up. We also have a Jackson as well. Sherman opening fire on the King. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, that King's going to win. That King's going to wreck. Now, one thing I will say is I'm actually surprised this guy hasn't used Mark Target against the heavier units. The Tiger, okay, yes, you could say that you guys had that in the bag. But, I mean, Mark Target against the King would actually help it, you know, fight against with T-34 and the Sherman. Or, okay, Sherman's dead. But, like, the Jackson that's now deployed, or the Su-85, stuff like that. It would do more damage against this heavier armor and stop a lot of the deflects from occurring. Alright. King Tiger opening fire along the rear echelon squad. The echelon squad desperately trying to take mid. Once again, I haven't really paid too much attention to capture points, but the Germans actually doing pretty well at keeping the victory points under their control. So I'll give props to them for that. T-34 advancing. King Tiger opening fire on the infantry as well, because once again, clears the infantry, then the armor is, well, pretty much taking out his. Grab the bazooka, not a bad idea. Again, help against the King. T-34, though, pushing up to help take out the T-34. Though, that being said, are you kidding me? The Soviets stole the Verkenwerfers. That's hilarious. You have a Jackson as well, moving up. That's a lot of AT fire. This thing needs to pull back. Fragmentation bomb would also be pretty good. AT grenade going out from, I'm assuming that? Yep, AT grenade from the conscripts. Direct strike, missing the T-34. Jackson doing most of the work and helping to neutralize the King Tiger. And I think that's GG. I'm going to say it's GG because I'm looking at resource-wise. Yeah, sure, Shrek could deploy another Tiger. But overall, with resources, the entire Axis force doesn't... Oh, I'm sorry. Barely hits or just exceeds the one allied army. So they have to be very defensive and pretty much just start playing it very well. But I don't think the Germans are going to do that. I feel like they're just going to be knocked out. What is this? Just take the point. I love how they know their mind's there. And like, sir, we shouldn't go there, their minds. Like, it's fine. And of course, they pay the price. But yeah, Grenadiers moving on up to fight. Rangers, holy mackerel, 3-star. Oh, nope. They're about to die, aren't they? Yep. Bye. Dropping smoke, I'm assuming to stop them from dying. Katyusha opening fire, knocking out one of the Grenadier squads. Or at least should be pushing that sucker back. Well, a rocket hit it on its retreat. Nope. We have Tiger. Another Tiger being deployed. This is the last chance the Axis have. If this dies, yeah, the Axis are goners. Whitehead now having a small army, then Slow Motion, who slowly built up his army, so I'll give him credit. When he was originally the lowest guy, but now he's a good infantry fighting force of a wide range of forces. So, good for him on that. We'll see how effective that is in the long term. But in any case, Tiger tank moving on up. Opening fire. Okay, kind of missing the Ranger squad, but we'll see. There we go. That's a good hit. Wait, is it fight? Oh, you have target vehicles. That's why. Maybe you should turn that off if you're fighting infantry. Just saying. Well, there goes the captain. Well, if the captain gets hit one more time. Nope. Captain might live. Captain lives. Wow, very lucky captain. Anyway, we have... You should really equip this with the PTRS rifle. I'm just saying. Okay, pulling back is a strafing run. All the units are retreating. Okay, when we're still on standby, you try to hit the Tiger. You know, Shrek's like, God damn it, Nero. Why'd you give him the Verkenwerfers, Nero? They're killing my stuff. It's like, yeah, they killed mine too. That's not the point. Mine's more important. Any case, T-34 still on standby along with a Jackson and a Pershing getting healed. Most likely I'm going to see a large charge toward the Tiger, maybe mark target on it. Which I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen more of that, but whatever the case. They probably need to send an armored vehicle to kind of clear this, or an AT gun or something. That would be helpful. Trying to grab that fuel. Because right now the Axis they're doing okay, but they could be doing a lot better. And I find it funny that they're pushing on the right. Like, that's easier for them. They should be able to grab this point. As long as as soon as they grab it, they retreat. Oh, damn it. Of course it retreats that way. Goodbye. Oh, never mind. He might live. Wow, okay. Good job. Actually surprised on that. We look for Camel and support gun, but once again, infantry. Nothing stopping them from just rolling up paying the support weapons. Again, you need something, whether infantry or an MG. So, you need, like, I'm sorry, frontline infantry or an MG or something to kind of hold them back. In any case, Pershing now opening fire on the Tiger. Tiger going after this stuff more so than the Pershing. Pershing could have a great opportunity to hit that Tiger right up its keister. Let's see what happens. Jackson moving on in. We have a lot of forces from all over the place. A lot of it, some AT over here. Looks like a lot of German forces. If they can't win with all of these guys here being supported, they're screwed. Panzerfaust possibly go out. They hit the Pershing with the effective Tiger now moving Kenwerfer. Jackson's opening fire. Tiger going for the charge for Kenwerfer also needs to move up, but I'm not seeing that. Oh, Panzerfaust as well. Okay. For Kenwerfer could take out the Jackson, which would be helpful. Oh, okay, knocked out the Jackson, but the Tiger was destroyed. Overall, that trade goes to the Allies. Again, a Jackson costs less than a Tiger, so again, just overall it's better. Oh, Katusha strike coming in just to knock out what's left of the blob. I'm going to fast forward from this point on because it's pretty much GG. They're going to surrender, I would assume. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much left they can do. He can deploy another Tiger, but I think we all can see that it's not going all great for him. They can barely keep their front lines together. And yeah, there they go. They surrender. Overall, we can see here, damage-wise, it's pretty freaking close. Although slow motion got more kills by a wide margin. I'm assuming artillery fire was probably the cause of that. No penal troops, 44 kills. Not bad. Not bad at all. In any case, but yeah, Whitehead gets slightly more damage. Good job on that part. But again, slow motion was kind of weaker in the beginning. Whitehead was kind of weaker toward in like mid, but they both did pretty well toward the end. Shrek did okay, got more kills. Nero got more damage. Again, just to probably highlight, the armor playing on the Axis was not great. They need to be more supported, whereas the Allies did pretty well, I would say, overall with their armor charges. And also, I liked the contention on the map. They played this point very, very well, to the point where the Germans literally went the farthest point they could possibly go, and that was easier than the points over here, which right next to their base, which kind of shows you something. But in any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please check out, if you would be so kind, the StimPack's website. You can go check that out. And also remember, you get a discount code for Greyshot for 20% off. Again, they sponsored this video, and they're currently sponsoring my channel. So again, thank you, StimPack. And again, it's nice to have a little bit more financial support for the channel. But like I said, if you want to support me as well, you can check out my Patreon and get access to videos a week early. And also just liking, subscribing, or following me on Twitch. That helps me a ton. But in any case, it's been Greyshot117, and I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before you guys go, you can check out a previous video on the top left hand corner, a random video that may be recommended to you on the right hand side. Below is Patreon supporters that help support this very channel, including Ace, Sergeant McPain, Ollie, Joey, Nathan, Aaron, Leo, and Tim. Thank you all for your amazing support. You all rock. This has been Greyshot117, and I'll see you all next time.